I see Scott joined us here, and we were just talking about the Missouri Tax Sales Seminar. So, would you like to unmute, maybe tell us a little bit about it? This is Scott, the host. He does a great job every year and brings all these brilliant minds together. So, we're really happy to have you here.
Good morning, John. Sorry I jumped on a little bit late, but thanks for inviting me. Thanks for having me. So, this is our fifth annual seminar, and I think it's been well received and has gone well the first 4 years. This year it's going to be down in Cape Girardeau, but Zoom attendance is available. So just I think yesterday, so you're in on the ground floor here. Just yesterday, I opened up the registration form, got the speaker lineup finished up, and I've applied for CLE credit. Missouri's already been approved because they're fast. Kansas takes a little bit longer, but so it's approved for CLE credit. And basically, we have a seminar about the tax sale process. So if you've ever been interested in it, it's a good place to come learn, meet other investors, meet some attorneys who work in that area of law. We also invite all the county collectors to attend for free. So chances are, perhaps your county collector may be there, and you get a chance to chat with them. So generally, we talk about all things related to tax sales. We've had code enforcement, we've had mayors of small cities, we've had certainly a lot of attorneys and real estate investors, and kind of anything connected to real estate development or development of distressed property or rehabbing distressed property come talk at our seminar. And so we like to get a lot of different perspectives in the room and a lot of different views and see what everybody thinks about tax sales, and with the idea being that the system will be better if we all understand who is there and what everybody's trying to do. And there have been some legislative changes recently, so you can keep up on that sort of stuff. John has attended before, so he could probably tell you about it from an attendee's perspective. And John, I think, will also be speaking this year. So I'm excited about that. And certainly, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to learn more about it, or maybe you're not sure, or you want to pass it along to somebody who may be, I just put the link in the chat, but it's www.mtss.llc. So that stands for Missouri Tax Sales Seminar. So mtss.llc, and you can find all the details in the registration form there. It's fairly affordable. You get a free lunch, and hope to see some of you there. And I hope if you do attend, you can gain something useful from it.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. I would highly recommend it. Now, I believe you said Cape, but isn't that in Jackson, which is just right
Jackson, which is
anyway?
right next to Cape.
It's
It's in
right
Cape
there, but
Girardeau County.
I'm
Um,
sorry, but I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
it's I don't think I said this, but it's Friday, June 26th this
right.
year. So we usually try to have it on a Friday in June.
Yeah, we just shared a screenshot of the brochure you sent out yesterday, and I did talk to a collector from St. Francis County, Angie, and she will be there too. She's kind of excited. She came last year when we had
Good.
St. Louis, but she likes the Cape area a little bit better than St. Louis, I think. I don't know why,
Sure.
but
So this is the
some
fifth
people
one. We
do.
had it in Columbia and then St. Louis and then Kansas City and then back to St. Louis. And now this year we're going to Cape. Maybe we'll do Springfield or Lake of the Ozarks or something like that. Next year we'll see.
I even loved it in Gladstone the first year I was there. I know Kathie Davis, she's one of the speakers too, and she joins us first Friday every month, and she talked to us into coming. I almost didn't want to go because I lived in Kansas City for a while, and it's just a long drive, and 70 is not my favorite road, but it was well
Right.
worth it. I'll tell you, well worth it. And then we also found a place to eat on the way back, a little very, very small truck stop called Betty's Place. I don't know if you've ever been there. They had some of the
Uh-uh.
best fried fish I've ever eaten in my life, which I don't even eat fish very often, fried anyway. So it
Yeah.
was very, very interesting trip. Of course, yeah, Dale Sweet, which
Mhm.
he's really good with quiet titles and things in St. Louis. Expert, probably one of the best as far as I'm concerned. He's also a speaker, but he talks to us about quiet titles, which is huge. You really need
Yes.
to know what you're doing here. And Scott, you bring all the people together that does know this stuff. So really,
And in addition to that, Dale is also a great person and one of the funniest presenters. So yeah, he always provides some good comic relief. So yeah, love getting together with Dale.
Yeah, see, he could be a comedian. Maybe that's his second calling. I don't
Right.
know. But he's also not just entertaining, but he's so knowledgeable in how the things work. I
For
mean,
sure. I
he
like to bring in people that know more than me or have a different perspective than me. I've been at it a long time on the Kansas City side, but St. Louis is a little different, and Dale has a wealth of experience and knowledge over there. So he's been involved with it every year, and he has kind of a permanent invite as long as he'll indulge me.
well, that's great. We appreciate that. And yeah, you do bring some of the great people together. And I know, I kind of know, a lot of people don't realize what goes into these kind of events behind the scenes. And I can really appreciate what you do here because there's a lot to it, getting everybody together at one time too. So we really appreciate that. And
Yeah,
I would highly recommend signing up for it. Make sure you just mark your calendar. And that's June 26th. And it's an all day event, well worth it. You get a free lunch too. And I still can't believe you don't charge like $2,000 for this event too, because I mean, I paid a lot more for a lot less knowledge, but this is a place you can actually sit with people that do the hard work here.
yeah, I charge the attorneys a little bit because they're getting the CLE credit, and the investors. I'm just trying to kind of cover costs. This is not a money making endeavor for me. Uh, I'm a collector of people. I like to meet people and see who's doing what in the industry, and so that's the benefit that I get out of it. I get to know some of the collectors and some of the investors, and certainly some of the other attorneys, and that's enough for me. I have a good time doing it, and I think if you sign up, I think you'll enjoy it as well. Even if you only attend by Zoom, I think that there's something there for you.
Yeah, that's what I failed to mention is, yeah, you do have a Zoom option, which is really, really good too, because not everybody can travel, and that way you can watch it wherever you're at. So that's very good. But I think you should show up in person, if nothing else, for the free lunch and the giveaways. I couldn't even take everything. You had so many things that people would offer to give away, and it's some good stuff. In fact, I'm still using some of the some of my post-it notes right here. I'm down to the end, so it'll be perfect timing.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I'll have some good swag there again for the tax sale seminar, and hope you'll join us.
Yeah. And that's MTSS.LLC. So we'll put that in the, yeah,
Yep, I
we'll
got
put
that
that
in the
in there
chat
one
for
more
you.
time. Okay. Well, appreciate that. And thank you for joining us today, Scott. I think it's something everybody should do. If you're interested at all in knowing any kind of creative ways to get properties and really the legal aspects, but the right way to do it too. Because if you don't follow the rules, it's just you could just be out a lot of money and a lot of heartache. And I know we just mentioned it barely, but you also have, I believe it was Michael Hickey talking about the sewer liens and things. That's a
Yes.
thing that's really come along in the last few
He
years.
just, we were thinking about having him last year, but his appeal wasn't quite finished. It's finished now. And so I like to get these speakers when they're hot off the press. And so you're going to have the most recent information about, particularly this case was about sewer liens in the city of St. Louis because their tax sale is a little bit different. So you'll get more familiar with the differences between city and county and some of the other places like Jackson County. So you get an idea of that. But yeah, Michael is an attorney in St. Louis. He just finished up an appeal against the Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District about sewer district liens in the city. And so he'll be talking about that. And I am very curious to hear what he has to say because I have a lot of cases against MSD and other sewer districts that involve related issues. So
Yes, I'm looking forward to it as well because that's always a big deal and a big consideration because those don't go away anymore.
in the city, maybe they do.
Well, maybe they do. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I can't
and
wait to
I
find
I
out.
actually will be arguing on that issue in the Court of Appeals in St. Louis on March. Oh, I think it's 26th. 20, I think it's the 26th. So maybe I'll report back to you after we get a decision on that case. Probably, I would guess May or June.
That'll be great. I can't wait to hear that. So we appreciate that, Scott. Does anybody have any questions for Scott? And I do appreciate you taking your time to join us today. That's very
Yes, what is
helpful.
the price this year?
$75, same as last year. I haven't raised it. Eric, I think maybe you were there last year.
Yes, I was.
Unbelievable. And the inflation, I know we pay more for groceries this year than we did last year, so that lunch is even more valuable.
Hi, Scott. Will there be a
Hey,
list of tax properties?
I know Dale puts one out. If you haven't subscribed to Dale, I
Yeah,
haven't undertaken to do that because I'd just be replicating what Dale's already doing. So if you get the
okay.
list from Dale, yeah. If you want that list, you can email Dale or you can email me and I'll forward you on to Dale. But yeah, I'll see what I'll see what he has and let him know that you asked, Yolanda.
Okay, I'm actually on his list. I just thought maybe you would have a list that had, I think his list only has St. Louis County,
I think it's St.
right?
Louis County and St. Louis City maybe is
City,
what
yeah.
Dale
But I
does. Yeah.
thought maybe your list would have all the counties of Missouri. So just wondering.
There's I'm not I don't have anything like that, but our one of the sponsors of the seminar is Tax Sale Resources, and they have that information. You have to pay for it, but they have that information for Missouri and probably every other state. They are Brian and Rachel who run Tax Sale Resources are great, but they present regularly at the NTLA National Tax Lien Association conferences every
Okay.
year. And I tried to get him this year. I wasn't able to. I'll probably be able to get him next year or in a future year because I know them fairly well. But they amalgamate all that data, and they have all the data you could ever want, and then some about what's available and whether what the trends are. So that would be a good place to check taxsaleresources.com.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I go and get those from Missouri now. There's 114 counties, and they put them out in typically in July, but you have to be pretty quick because about half of them will put them on the websites and half of them won't. If you have a certain county in mind, what best thing to do is call them. Just ask. It's before the tax sale. It's usually 6 weeks or 7 weeks before they publish them in a like the newspaper or something like that. But they'll put them on their website. I usually go collect them, and there's about probably 65 to 68 that I get every year of those because I keep track from year to year and see if the ones that stay on there. So if you have a certain county in mind, Yolanda, I might be able to direct you towards that. Otherwise, if you're looking at St. Louis County, definitely just get a hold of Dale. He does the best job with that. He even connects them with the map, which is really good. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot more due diligence, as you know, as far as, and Dale will tell you more about that because there's been a couple people that bought things they thought they were getting the house and they got the alleyway and easements and just there's a lot of
Mhm.
stuff that goes with this. So you do need to know what you're doing, and this is the way you could do it. You find out from sitting in the room with the people that are doing this. So we appreciate that, Scott. And if you
Yeah.
haven't signed up
Thanks.
yet, I would definitely do it. I mean, it's the best, and hate to say it, only $75 you'll ever spend to find out this kind of information. And a free lunch, you know. So so we appreciate that. Dale's info in the chat. I'll go get that for you. If
I got it. I at least have his
you,
email address
okay.
and probably his website.
In the 636 tax sale, I think is his phone number too. Yeah, there you go.
I'm
Thank you.
happy to give Dale a plug anytime I can.
Absolutely. There we go.
And I think his website might be that same domain name, just MissouriTaxSales.com. I think that might be his law firm webpage as well.
Yes, it is. Thank you. All right. We have any other questions for Scott? No? Okay. Well, we really appreciate that. We
Thank you,
appreciate
John.
you
Laura,
taking
nice to
time.
see you as well. And I got to run to a lunch meeting, but otherwise I would stay on and see what else is going on. But I'll jump back on at some point in one of your future meetings and say hello.
Anytime. We appreciate you taking your time out, Scott, and you enjoy your lunch today. And say hi to your family too. You got a lovely family, and I believe what, 4 children?
4 kids, yep.
Yeah.
12, 10, 9, and 7. We're having a
Nice.
lot of fun.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll maybe see them again this year too. So
They'll be there, yeah, because we're gonna go camping that weekend afterwards, since we're already gonna be down in the great area of all the good state parks.
yeah, we appreciate that. And we look forward to seeing you. Thanks again.
All right, thanks, John.
All right. Take care.